him going to the ACC, bro, you can go into the ACC and win like right away because there is no dominant team in the ACC right now.
No, there's not. Everybody's kind of falling back to mediocre. So he definitely got a chance for sure. Before we get too far away from it, I want to read this really quick. Grimy said something about we need Dakota Decheva. Give her Manon, and if she wins, fights Bullet.
Perfect. Yeah.
That's perfect.
That makes perfect sense. But the issue, I don't think she's gonna be able to get out of PFL because she keep winning the tournament.
And she just got another contract too.
Yeah, they got the deal where like if you win the tournament, you automatically re-up your deal, and that's how Kayla Harrison got to the UFC. When she lost, she got out of the deal, and the UFC like, yeah, come on over here, and then the rest is history. So, I mean, don't be surprised if we see Dakota lose a fight, and then next thing you know, she's at the UFC.
Yeah, that I would not be surprised at all. So yeah, I definitely got to put this up because this is very important. UNT is actually ranked. They're ranked for the first time since 1959, and I don't think they're gonna leave the rankings, y'all. I don't think they're gonna leave because the rest of the schedule is terrible for them.
But the question is do they make the playoffs?
That is a great question. That's a very good question. So actually, let's look at the entire rankings here. So obviously, Alabama, they slipped, but I think that Alabama makes it. I'm not worried about them. It was a close game against OU, and whatever. OU's a very good team as well, so I'm not worried about Alabama. But UNT, like, it's between them and JMU.
Yep.
And if James Madison, wins out, then it's probably going to be them. But I think that there's an outside shot that UNT can make it and find a way into the playoff to lose on the first weekend. But they'll make it.
Well, yeah, we definitely gonna keep an eye on them, and I know you are for sure.
100%. Have to. So, tell me about this Alabama OU game.
Bro, I'm gonna be honest. Going into the game, man, I was telling people OU just matches up very well with us. Like the D line, the front seven. I was telling people like they are going to give us trouble up front. So like that did not surprise me one bit at all. And if you go look at the stats, man, I mean, we outgained them, had more first downs, more time possession. It was the turnovers. And Ty Simpson did not play well, and OU did what they needed to do to get the job done. And get the win, and congratulations to them. And you just got to regroup. And Bama still controls their own destiny. If Bama beats Auburn, they're in the SEC championship against Texas A&M.
Yeah, it's true.
Which is crazy that they would go over Georgia or Ole Miss.
Yeah, that is crazy. But I mean, it's just the way it's set up. It is. One interesting thing that I don't think a lot of people know, and this is kind of going back to UNT just for a second, is Mestermaker, the quarterback for UNT, he never started a game until he hadn't started a game since his freshman year in high school, and then he started a bowl game for UNT. So that big gap, and now he's doing amazing things at UNT. But the person that he replaced, Chandler Morris, transferred. And he transferred to University of Virginia, number 19. So that's 2 UNT quarterbacks in the top 25. You're not going to see that every day.
Little shout out. I see you.
But we got to take what we can get. We got to take it. But so another game that happened was the Georgia-Texas game. And yeah, man, Texas, I just feel like they're not ready, man. They not ready for this level of competition. And that's okay because there's a lot of players that are very, very young on the team that are in important skill positions. And Arch Manning, he played decently, but his receivers were dropping balls left and right. So, like, what did you take away from that particular game for Texas?
Welcome to life in the SEC, where you have legit games every week, week in, week out, going on the road. November is gonna make or break you. And I think it's just a learning process because I mean, if we look, not too far away from Austin, Texas, we look at College Station, Texas. Texas A&M barely survived. And I'm gonna be honest. South Carolina imploded in that game, bro. They was up 30-3 at halftime. And then at the end of the third quarter, the game was 24-30, and they end up winning 31-30. Like, and then qualities is kept. A&M has only beaten the bottom feeders in the SEC. So Texas,
I'm not super impressed by them.
Yeah, so I mean, a lot of people have been talking about it. Texas, they will see them Thanksgiving weekend, so we gonna see that rivalry game. Of course, that's gonna be great. But yeah, man, it's just life in the SEC, man. Like, I truly think it probably gonna get 5 teams in the playoffs.
Yeah, I believe that. I do. I mean, it's the best conference, easily. Grimy doesn't like this background. I'm not sure why.
I wonder why he doesn't like it. Grimy, I had nothing to do with the background, brother. It's not me. I had nothing to do with it.
So, Grimy, I'm just putting the #1 team in the nation on here. If it changes, I'll put another team up here. But it just hadn't changed. I don't know what to do. I don't know what to tell you, man. It's just what it is. But yeah, I'm glad you were talking about that Texas A&M game, because that was actually the next thing I was going to talk about. But you already talked about it. I don't like. I think that they're getting applauded a little bit in the media, but I'm like, I feel like this exposed them.
Yeah,
I really think it did.
Yeah, for sure. And I mean, yeah, they do have the Notre Dame win, and that's honestly the best win on their resume right now. But man, like, when I tell you, they looked like they just were not there. They were not ready to play for that early kick. And then I don't know what's going on over at South Carolina, but Shane Beamer, like, whatever they got going on, bro, it was painful to watch how they just imploded.
Yeah, I know. He needs to be worried, for real. All right, so let's talk about some NFL real quick. I don't know if you have watched the Carolina Panthers play, but the Carolina Panthers, dude, the Carolina Panthers are actually a very exciting team. Now, they don't win all the time, even though they're 6-5. They're actually one game out of first place. They don't win all the time, but they are actually really exciting to watch. As opposed to, teams that are really good that are just super boring, like the team I have in the background here. They're I mean, obviously they were fun when they had to come back in that game against the Giants, but Denver is, I don't know how I know how they're doing. It's the defense, of course.
Yep.
But
and scrappy, dog, scrappy.
But they're not as fun to watch, in my opinion. But the Panthers are. And then you see Bryce Young put up 447 yards passing, no interceptions, a couple of touchdowns. Rico Dowdle, Tedero McMillan, like, they have a squad.
Yeah, they get the nucleus is all young, and then they got Chuba Hubbard. I don't know if you remember him from his college days, man. That nucleus very young, and it's good to see them trying to turn things around in Carolina, because it's been a while since they have really won anything there. So that division, I feel like, is kind of topsy-turvy. It doesn't seem like anybody in the division really wants to just take it and run with it. So I mean, who knows, man? Carolina could take that next step.
They could. They still got some things to do on the defensive side of the ball, but I like their team. They're pretty exciting to watch. Another situation that happened, and this has been all over social media, is obviously Shedeur Sanders got in the game in the third quarter, and Dylan Gabriel got hurt. I don't know if it was a concussion, but he came in, a lot of applause, and it didn't go. Brother. It didn't go great.
Bro, the O-line play, like I think the coach even came out that him being in the game was the first time he had gotten any reps with the ones. What? How? It's not like you were getting really good quarterback play from Dylan Gabriel, but man, like the offensive line play. I know our boy Big Chico, he was putting some stuff up on social media just showing how like free rushers was just coming free on like very easy stunts. Like they were sliding away from pressure, and it was wild, man. And Shedeur was basically running for his life.
I mean, as soon as he touched the ball, he was running for his life.
Yep.
But you could see glimpses of good things. There were some passes that he connected on, and it's almost a credit to the fact that he had such bad line play at Colorado that he was able to get some of these things off. But do you feel like he's still being set up for failure?
100%. Like bro, there's, I mean, what good quarterback play have the Browns had in the last 10, 15, 20 years, bro? Like I understand they got probably defensive player of the year in Myles Garrett. Dude's a freak, generational defender, by the way, phenomenal. I think he's like the only guy to have like 6 seasons of 12 plus sacks or something like that. Just craziness. But I don't know, like they got to do something with the offensive line and just help out with the protection. And I mean, you got a guy that potentially could even be your guy, man. You got to protect them.
Yeah. And it's not fair because they're holding the quarterbacks accountable for stuff that they can't control. They like, you know, as soon as they touch the ball, everybody's coming. Like, what are you supposed to?
Yeah, and it's very similar to how the Panthers were looking a couple years with Bryce Young.
Yeah,
and now Bryce Young get a little experience. You starting to protect him a little bit, and next thing you know, starting to have some success.
Yep, it's the same situation, and they stuck it out. Like they benched Bryce for a little bit, but they didn't get rid of him. He still got practice reps. He still, you know, towards the end of the year of his rookie year, he got back in the starting lineup. Like they stuck with him, and now they're reaping the rewards. And the Browns just don't have that kind of patience at all.
Yeah,
and that's going to be detrimental to them. I hope that this coming week that he gets actual first team reps, gets to actually practice the way that he's supposed to, and he's prepared going into the game. But I have no hope. They're probably going to try to rush Dylan Gabriel back and try to get him in there.
Yeah, it's just bad all the way around. You see that Chris Cushman comment?
Let's see what he say. Oh, oh, we're gonna talk about. Yeah, man, we can talk about that. We can definitely talk about that. So I did see that he got suspended. I don't know how long it was for.
One game.
Okay, that's cool. But I mean, it's going back to the first game of the season when the Eagles was Jalen Carter.
Jalen Carter, yep, spit on that. Yep.
You can't do that. And I know Jalen Ramsey is mouthy and he gets under people's skin. I get it. But dude, that's a man code violation.
Absolutely, bro. Like straight up, bro. Spitting on somebody, like that's fight instantly, bro. Straight up. Like I got no problems with how Jalen Ramsey reacted at all. Because I mean, if another man spit on you, bro, like that is so disrespectful, dog. So disrespectful.
It is. And so like I'm glad that nothing, or at least I haven't seen that anything happened to Jalen. And I don't think anything should happen to Jalen. But yeah, like I almost feel like one game
ain't enough.
We might have to go 2 games on this one.
Yeah, bro, this is something that like cannot happen. Like you got to get rid of this for real.
Yeah. Grimy said you need to make it an automatic 3 games.
That would stop it. That would definitely stop it. Especially, dudes getting paid by games. Yeah, that would definitely stop it. And with all the cameras and all these HD, 4K, 8K camera, you are not going to get away with anything. There is a camera on everybody at all times. Like it makes absolutely no sense.
Man, this is super typical. How did you get hurt being on a podcast? Super typical. You reach deep in your bag on that one, huh?
Bro, that's when you know the podcast legit, man. We get Herb Dean on here, dog.
Yeah. Oh man. Did you see that Sam Darnold threw 4 interceptions against the Rams?
Bro, that's painful. That is painful. And I get it. I mean, especially after seeing Ty Simpson throw all those picks, man, I can only imagine like how the fan base is feeling when you see that. Cause it's kind of like, as a quarterback, you kind of gotta have that confidence about yourself. Like when you throw the one, like you can't get gun shy, because you get gun shy, then it's only gonna get worse. But then if you try and press too much, you throw another pick, and then it starts to snowball. And hopefully he can just leave it in yesterday and move forward. Cause I mean, they're still in good shape right now.
They are. They great shape.
Mhm.
As a matter of fact, I got a graphic for that. So look, they're still at number 5 right there. They'll
Yeah.
be playing Tampa Bay.
Mhm.
And then the Rams are at number 2. Like, but that division is still winnable
Mhm.
for them. They can still do some things. So they can't afford for him to fall off at all. Dude, did you expect to see the Bears?
Man, I was literally talking about that on lunch today, because one of my boys, a big Lions fan, just like Grimy. And I was like, yo, Chicago, how about the Chicago Bears? First place in the division, man. That's just wild. I don't even think Bears fans were expecting anything like that. But hey, shout out to them. Caleb Williams doing his thing. And we gonna see, because I mean that division is tight.
It is. I mean, and unfortunately, and this kind of goes to Grimey's comment about that pass interference call, which was not pass interference against AJ Brown. I mean, it was perfect defense, honestly. But because of those things, but the thing is like you can't boil it down to one play.
Yep.
Lots of plays in a football game.
Yep.
That was an important play, but that's not what everything hung on. So it's unfortunate that they lost, but I don't believe that it was just that. Their offense didn't execute the way that they should have. And Philly held them down in a terrible to watch, boring game that Philly likes to play. But they keep winning, and they're the number 1 seed for a reason.
And as it gets colder, and if Saquon stays healthy, bro, that run game in the playoffs is gonna be there.
They're gonna be right back in that Super Bowl again. Yeah. So I don't know, man. I hate to see it, but I feel like that's the way it's gonna go. Galeb will find a way to run it.
I think you're talking about Caleb.
Caleb. I think he's gonna stay on the straight and narrow.
Yeah.
Injury. He does like to paint his nails. That's for sure.
Yeah. He get his Israel Adesanya on a little too much. But if he stays on script, man, Caleb Williams is solid if he stays on script. When he tries to get outside of himself, and I mean, like the threat of him making a big play is there. But a lot of times, like when he doesn't try to do too much and just take what the defense gives him, that's when they had their most success.
Yeah. He said, speaking of boring, let's bring up the energy fella with the dreads. It's like listening to an ASMR video. Gonna put me to sleep. Hey man, that's the way I talk, dude. So take it or leave it. That's the way I talk. That's me all the time. So looking at the AFC, does anybody on that side scare you at all?
I'm gonna say Indy, just because of Jonathan Taylor in that run game. Like for me, when it comes to the playoffs, if you got a run game, you control the line of scrimmage, you're gonna be a tough out. I'm not saying they're gonna go through the playoffs, but dealing with that run game is gonna be a problem for sure. Yeah. And with Denver there at the 1 seed, Bo Nix he is not afraid to throw it to the other team. So I mean, that
Oh
is
yeah.
that even when you play the Broncos, whoever you may be, like you're gonna be in it for real. But at the same time, we can't forget about some of these veteran quarterbacks. When they get into the playoffs, they're gonna take it up a notch too now, and they're gonna start making some big boy throws in crunch time. And that's really when you see teams start to separate themselves.
Yeah. I think still Buffalo. I'm still looking at Josh Allen being Josh Allen. I think that would be the team that I would be worried about on that side. I'm not worried about Pittsburgh. The Chargers will find a way to beat themselves. The Colts will be solid, but Danny Dimes, I can see a 4 interception game in him too. I don't trust that. But I do think that New England is a threat.
I was wondering what you was gonna say about the Patriots.
Yeah, New England is a definite threat. I think that Drake May is not your typical second-year quarterback. I think that he's really, really good. Actually, if I was starting a team, I might pick Drake May over Justin Herbert. Yeah, I think he's
Interesting. Interesting.
So I think that that's the team that I would be concerned with. If
So I got a quick question for you. Out of all these first round matchups we got on the screen, which one do you think is the most intriguing to you, and why?
I would say the Rams against San Francisco.
Bro, you was in my mind, man. I was thinking the same thing, dog.
That's the one, man. San Francisco always comes to play, and the Rams, it's just something about them two playing, man. It's always an exciting game, and no matter who's healthy and who's not healthy, San Francisco finds a way to make these games interesting. So and the Rams are gonna, they're a veteran team who have people on the team who've done it before. So like, yeah, that would be the game.
And Stafford been playing his tail off too.
Yes, he has. Grimy brought up that Rodgers has a fractured wrist. It's on his non-throwing hand, so it's not that concerning. But he ain't playing that well anyway. So
yeah, Rodgers is fragile to begin with, bro.
Yeah, I mean he's 42. You can't do this that long. So yeah. So out of all these games, which is the one that you would pay the least to watch?
Pay the least to watch. The least to watch. The least to watch, probably Seattle, Tampa Bay. Because I think Green Bay, Chicago, that's a rivalry game. That's gonna be nasty. And if it's in Chicago, it's gonna be nasty weather, snow, super cold, and it's gonna have that old school feel to it. Buffalo, Pittsburgh, I think will definitely be interesting. But yeah, probably would go with Tampa Bay, Seattle.
I think it would be Indy and against the Chargers. Like I feel like Indy would destroy them. I think they'd run all over them. I think they'd probably win by at least 2 touchdowns, at least, if not more.
I think New England, I think they would just run away from Jacksonville too.
Probably. Yeah. Trevor Lawrence is, I don't know what's wrong with that dude.
Bro, he had so much promise coming into the league, and I just do not think he has lived up to the hype.
Not one bit. I think for 1 year in the playoffs, he did, but after that, it's been downhill from there. For sure. So yeah, we got through a ton. Before we jump off of here, man, I know we got UFC 322, or not 322, but Qatar, right?
Yep.
Coming up. Any thoughts on that one before we jump out of here?
I mean, it's Armin Sarukian needs this win because he's gotta. I mean, he's been the number one contender, but he's got to solidify it this weekend. I know a lot of people excited to see Dan Hooker come back, and personally, I think Dan Hooker Ilya would be a very fun fight, just because Ilya would be giving up so much in the reach, and we know Dan Hooker show up to bang. So I think that's going to be phenomenal. And then obviously Bilal Muhammad, Ian Gary, that's a potential title implications on it. So not a bad fight night coming from Qatar. I think we got like 5-6 guys making their UFC debut. So it's a lot of unknowns going to this card, but it should be a fun one.
Yeah, a lot of wrong picks on my end probably, but we'll see. Nah, I've been doing good the past few weeks, so I don't want to jinx it, but yeah, we'll see. Them new guys, man, they gonna be those are the hard ones, those dudes, for sure. But yeah, so we're gonna we'll have some more stuff. I know you got your stuff coming out later this week, or actually, is it already out?
Nah, it's not. It's not out. It's not out.
Okay, I was about to say I haven't seen it yet.
Yeah,
and I have another slide rankings come out. So, but
what weight class is it gonna be?
Welterweight. Yeah,
I will definitely be on the lookout for that. And chat, be on the lookout for it. The slide ranking videos are dope.
Yeah, y'all gotta go check them out if y'all haven't yet. We got a multitude of divisions already out there, so y'all gotta go check them out. But yeah, so yeah, good episode. Until next time, y'all.
Peace.
Thanks for watching Crosswalk. Come back next Monday to chop it up.
So please, whatever.